Okay guys, it's been a while since I posted a video because I moved and finally got my own workshop, which I'm going to show you in a second. That's what this is going to be for. The house I got has a 2-car attached to it, and then I have my 1-car and a shop in the back. So let me show you a little bit. This is the back of the house, deck and a gazebo. Properties, some flower gardens the previous owner had, and vegetable garden in the back. But that's my workshop. Even got my own driveway. Comes all the way out and goes out to the front of the house. So if I need to get anything back here, it's kind of nice, because if I want to dump anything in the backyard, mulch, compost, whatever, I have a straight shot back in. But that's my workshop. It's about a 20 by 40 roughly. With a shed behind it. The shed's about as deep as the garage is wide, and I'll show you that in a minute. But still unpacking. Haven't done a lot in here. I've gotten some stuff unpacked, and I'll show you in the shed in a minute. What I'm trying to do is put all my woodworking stuff in the shed and keep this for mostly metalworking and the occasional woodworking that I want to do. The inside, as you can see, it's not bad. It's pretty big. Certainly enough for me. This is something here that I know you guys haven't seen. I picked it up when I first moved down here, or moved into this house. A buddy of mine moved to Florida and had this sitting in his house that he was renting out for about a year. He had it sitting for a total of about 3 years. It's a 96 750 Suzuki Katana, I believe. But for any of you guys familiar with Musty One, who's my cousin, and if you didn't know that, you guys know that he gets some pretty sweet deals in his garage sales, and just generally seems to find the good stuff cheap. Must run in the family. I found this one. My buddy came to me. He said he wanted to sell it. I got this with a title and a steel professional grade string trimmer for $300. So not a bad deal. Now the bike was sitting for a while, and as it turns out, which he didn't know either, the people that must have been leasing the house from him, I don't know if they were pissed or what, but somehow kerosene got in the gas tank and eventually into the carburetors. So as you can imagine, as that stuff evaporated, it left a gummed up the carburetors, the throttle shafts, everything just completely gummed up. It's almost like the throttle doesn't even want to move. At first I thought the throttle cable was bad until I started playing around, and then once I opened the gas tank I realized what happened and got a sniff of that. But so I don't know. I was hoping this was going to be a quick put it together, clean the carbs, get it running, but I'm thinking now once I get the title back from the DMV, I'm just going to do a quick flip, get some money together for the other bikes. The other one is the Bobber, which you guys have seen. I think I did a video last on the gas tank on that. I finally finished that up. I got the Moon Eyes cap on it, and got the bungs welded. It's a coffin style tank, about 2.5 gallon, plenty for what I want to do, kind of riding I want to do with that. Then I don't know if you guys have seen or not my 750, my 81. This is my baby. I've had it since it was brand new. Also had carburetor problems with this. Seems to be the year of carburetor issues. This one really can be related back to the ethanol fuel that we get the 10% in there. They're thinking about changing it to 15 now, which is going to make it even worse for us. But if you let that sit for any short amount of time, it just plays havoc. And I'm having trouble with the number 2 carb. I think one of the internal passengers, or some of the internal passages on the fast idle circuit, are just completely clogged that I can't even get them cleaned. Probably going to send them out. But anyway, so the rest of the garage, the alarm system that came with it. And he also put in, when he built it, he did pegboard all along the whole back of the garage. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. I'm going to do that. I have some plans for it, but it certainly is going to come in handy. The benches, I have one bench there. That one I'm probably going to take out and make a potting bench out of. I do like to garden, so I'll probably do something with that. And this one, I like the top on it. This is a maple top, sort of like the kind we had when I was working as a tool and die maker. But I may just take these two apart. I'll save this top for something else, but I want to build some custom benches, either wrapping the corner this way, or maybe across the back, or maybe across the back and the side. I don't know, we'll think of something. But also give me some extra storage. Got the my drill press, my bandsaw. Now I haven't hooked up the bandsaw because it's 220, and even though this garage is wired, and I'll show you back there, you'll see that's where the panel is. He put the right panel in. It's rated for 125 amps. The problem is he only ran 15. So I've got 14 gauge running out to the house, and really that's not even right because he didn't allow for voltage drop over the distance. It really should have been something like 10 gauge because of how far I am from the house. But anyway, I plans in the probably around October when it gets a little less humid and a little cooler out. I'm gonna run down along the driveway. Just on the other side of that fence is my service entrance, so I'll be able to pick up there, and I'll run a full 100 amp 220 single phase right to the panel. Again, it's rated for 125, and that's a main lug panel. The difference is it's not set up for a breaker. It's meant to be a sub panel, which is fine. And just have the 100 amp breaker at the main panel, and if any major short circuits trip it, I have to go out to the house, but that's okay. At least I'm not dealing with two different breakers and having to guess which one tripped. So show you, I got this is gonna be a video for another time. I end up getting a lot of coat hangers from the dry cleaning I get done for the stuff I wear at work, and it was driving me crazy what to do with the hangers. So I ended up, I do again a lot of gardening, and I got sick and tired of buying plant markers. Until I was one night, I was laying in bed, and it came to me, hey, let's take the coat hangers and make plant markers out of them. Copper I had from, I don't know, I've had that a long time, so I've been using that to bridge across, and that'll be the actual marker. And I made this fixture up, or actually a jig. I made this jig up, which in another video I'll go into all the dimensions. Anybody who gardens, if you're interested, I'll post a video on it. But this is another thing I picked up from the previous owner of the house. When I came to look at the house, he had this jigsaw, or scroll saw actually, sitting in the shed. I only think he used it twice. I asked him, if he wanted to sell it, and he ended up actually selling it to me for 50 bucks. So I got a good deal on it. It comes with the stand and everything. It works really good. I was playing around with it the other day. So for 50 bucks, I can't go wrong. Just another piece of equipment to have to make my life a little easier. So we'll go out to the shed. Show you along here. The outside of the garage. Now the guy did the garage right. Put in gutter guards. As you can see, I got a lot of oak trees from my neighbors, a lot of white oaks. So I don't have to worry about cleaning the gutters, fortunately, and he did the same on the shed too. So this is the shed, which is about 16 wide and almost 20 deep. It's perpendicular to the garage. It's about the same depth as the garage. So there is power out here. You can see he put an outdoor light out here. So I also have power in here. Unfortunately, the light doesn't work. Anybody that just saw that, a bird just flew in and flew out, so sorry I stopped there for a minute. I have to replace the light. Actually, I'm going to go put in some incandescents and get rid of the fluorescent. I'm just going to do a little rewiring in here. But as you can see, I put these shelves in. This is all my woodworking stuff, or at least most of it, not all of it. I have some stuff still on loan. I got a thickness planer and a few other things out that I have some friends using. I still have some stuff in boxes in the garage, but keep in mind, this shed's almost 20 feet deep. That's 2 shelves, and it's loaded. So that's not even including some of the metalworking stuff I have in the garage still packed away. So you can never say you have too much, but I think this is borderline. The other thing, I have my tiller and my mower. The other thing that was pretty cool, the original owner left me a tiller that's identical to mine. It was another Troy-Bilt, an old Troy-Bilt when it was still Troy built before MTD bought them out and turned to crap. But I ended up keeping mine, selling his, and the timing was perfect. It allowed me to, gave me the money to buy the mower, because my other one I bent the crankshaft on. Not going to explain how. Let's just say I hit something that was large and immovable, and we'll leave it at that. Other than that, this is place is pretty big. I'm still organizing and I'm still working. I'm hoping by August I'll have everything done and I'll be actually able to start setting up shop. So it's the backyard. It's the vegetable garden. It's not bad. It's about half an acre. Back of the house. So there's one other thing I wanted to show you guys. Just show you the kind of sense of humor my wife has, the same as me. But she got me this little thing for my workshop. I think it fits. It's absolutely perfect. Fits me, fits the garage, whatever. So we're not up and running yet, but pretty soon Asshole's Garage will be functional. So that's it. Just wanted to show you guys a new workshop. Well, I haven't been posting anything, and as soon as I get going here, I'll get back on this bike. I gotta get this done. I really need to start riding something, but I really am missing. I want to get out on this bike. I think I can win a few shows with this once I get it done. So, alright guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.